Hey guys, it's Jess. I have my dog Helix here with me. We're going to be demonstrating how to do a chin press that you can use at the groomers, at the vet's office, or even at home if you're doing their nails. So I'm going to walk you through the steps. I'm going to try to keep this as short as I can while still kind of working through some of the troubleshooting issues that might arise. So step one, you're going to need valuable treats that your dog really likes. He immediately picked his ears up. Step two, you're going to need a marker system. So I use YES equals food. He also knows the clicker. Whichever one you use, just kind of stick to it through this process. The next thing, I'm going to need my hand or I'm going to need a prop. So I'm going to be using my hand for this because it's unlikely that I'm going to remember to take my prop to the groomer or the vet's office. So if you want to do this on an object, you can, or you can teach it on your hand and transfer it to an object once that's taught. I'm going to probably just be using my hand. So I'm going to make sure I have my food, and I'm going to start this off with my dog just offering a touch to my hand, just maybe sniffing it. And when they sniff my hand that I present, I'm going to say YES. Now remember, if you already have other behaviors taught, like the word touch, touch is out here. Touch, yes, good. So touch is gonna be out to the side. It's not gonna be in front of your stomach. So make sure you're presenting that very differently. Good boy, you haven't done that in a long time, have you? So when I am doing this behavior, I've also seen dogs that when you try to lure them to your hand, and we'll get more into that in a second, but they will start pulling their head away, like they do not want their head there. So work with them when they do that. And what I mean by that is don't automatically try to lure their head back. They're telling you they don't like it and they view it as aversive. They do not want to put their head in your hand. You can keep feeding them, but you might want to take a step back with this step that I'm about to show you and just have them touching your hand and getting rewards before you actually lure their head there and hold it there. So I'm going to demonstrate step by step how to teach this and where we go with it once we've taught it. Okay. Yes. Yes. So he's just touching my hand. This is step one. You might spend a few weeks on, even depending on how aversive your dog thinks it is to follow the food into your hand. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna toss away to reset. Yes. Good. Yes. Yes. All right, so he really wants my hand. He was even about to bark at me for a second. Aussie. So I'm gonna put him in a sit just so I can talk to you for a moment. So now that I know he's like really wanting to bump the hand. So I'm gonna move on to the next step. The next step is making sure if I move my hand, yes, he watches my hand. Aussie. Yes. Because that's going to come in handy when I present my hand and he stares at the food that I have. And I'll kind of demonstrate that. Yes. So if he's not staring at the food, he's likely to pull his head away and try to go around my hand. So I really got to teach this step before moving to this. Yes. So again, this step, yes, might take a few days even. Yes. Then we move to the next step. Yes. 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 And notice I'm keeping my hand away from his nose and delivering the food to his nose. Some dogs will put their head here and try to push towards you. I would just be like, like they're not wrong, it's just not the right try, if that makes sense. And that can also be taught pretty thoroughly like this, if they're gonna sit and wait for the food to be delivered to their nose. Yes. Okay, I'll see. Rest. Yes. So you can start adding the word once you're getting them to reliably put their head there. Rest. Yes, good job. Then you can start delaying your marker once they're holding it pretty well. Rest. Yes. Now let's try it without my food lure. Well, I'm gonna keep it down. I'm gonna do my hand signal. Rest. Nope. Rest. Yes, good job. So now I'm moving on to some distractions. And again, this can take a few weeks to actually teach this through to this point. Rest. Nope. Yes. So if he moves his head, I'm not gonna follow his head with my hand. If he moves it, we're just gonna start over. So I'm gonna lay my treat here. Nope. Rest. That was a slow one, but he did it. Nope. Rest. Nope. Rest. Good boy. So now I'm gonna start touching. Yes, because that's what they're gonna do at the vet's office. Now I'm gonna toss a treat and reset him because I want him standing. Helix, rest. Yes. Yes, good job. So you're gonna start increasing distractions as the dog gets better. And if you guys wanna follow us for more videos, I'm gonna be posting the next step to this. And the next step is going to be having a partner that comes and kind of touches his hindquarters while I'm holding the treat here. But this is the first intro phase. Yes, that you really need to work through before you start adding more touching. Nope. Rest. Nope. Rest. Nope. Good boy. Yes, good job. So he was getting frustrated there, so I went ahead and lowered my criteria some. Yes. Rest. Nope. Yes, good job. So I'm gonna wrap up this video, but I wanted to give you kind of some starting points and show you how to teach it. Your next stage after where I'm at is proofing it. So he knows the behavior. I'm kind of adding some small distractions for him, but then we're gonna start adding a partner to come over here and kind of interact with him. We can even pull out a syringe that doesn't have a needle on it and interact with him that way. But again, if he's pulling his head away a bunch, it's too much, you're kind of going too fast, he's frustrated that he's not getting his reward in time, because they're having to put in some work too to do this. He's having to hold himself back a lot. And again, if you kind of work through these stages, it can take a few weeks just to get to where this is right now. Then you can start building on that. But thank you so much for watching my video. And hanging out with us for a few minutes while I kind of chat with you about our progress and where things are at. As I mentioned, if you want to follow us or even inquire more about the next steps to this, I'm happy to shoot you a video of that as well. Okay, good job, buddy.